Hi, welcome back to Repairing Lawnmowers for Profit. What I have here on the floor is a Briggs & Stratton 35 classic engine, as you can see here. Now, I've had a few emails recently and watched a few videos as well where people have been really struggling to get these blade adapters. Sometimes they're called blade bosses, sometimes blade adapters. Struggling to get them off the crankshaft. This is of course where the blade would normally sit across, and these can be very tricky to get off. And also very difficult if you're looking for a replacement part, as they do vary from machine to machine. Some are self-propelled that have a belt round, some are shorter, some are longer, depending on the type, the make, the model and mower. And the last thing you want to do if you're looking to put it all back together is have to split this to get it off, or basically make a mess of it and have to really cut it off. So there is a simple way of doing it. The way I do it is I use this. I use a 2-jaw gear puller. What I do is I put yourself a bolt in here that's slightly longer than your puller will be, and just push it in. If you screw that in as I'm doing there, and I'll show you what to do next once I get the camera on the tripod with this puller, and I'll show you how to pull it off. So all I've done so far is just put the puller underneath here, just put the lips underneath and tightened it up by hand. And all you do then is take a socket, put it over the top, and just gradually tighten it up. Just make note that this bolt must be nice and long as well, otherwise you could end up tightening this against the bolt. It would end up being right up here and pushing against it, and it won't eventually pull off. So make sure you've got a nice long bolt in there. Put your socket on. Basically just tighten it up, that's all you need to do. Just keep going. Slipped off there a touch. See, the bolt's just going in there, it won't actually in all the way. As you can see, the bolt was actually slipping in there, but not. You got the general idea is that you're resting against the bolt and it pulls the blade adapter up, and with that you can pull this blade adapter off. Of course, checking the keyways in here, the keyway is actually part of this blade boss. So that's a quick and easy way really of using just a 2-jaw puller just to remove this blade boss, or blade adapter you might call it. Just remember that they're very difficult to get hold of, so think twice before smashing this off or making a real mess of it, or cutting it off as well. If it hasn't got the keyway as part of the blade adapter, make sure you don't lose it out of this crankshaft here, because you will need it to reassemble it unless you've got a spare. I've known many people take a long time, including myself when I was learning to do this, trying to get a hammer in or cut it off, or basically not being able to remove it if it was damaged, because sometimes these little pins snap off. And if they have snapped off, you'll notice that when it turns, the blade will always come slack and drop off. So just something else to look for. Make sure these pins are on the bottom of this blade boss or blade adapter. Use your 2-jaw puller, not 3-jaw. Put a long bolt in, tighten it up until it removes it. A quick, simple and easy way to remove your blade boss or blade adapter from any petrol lawnmower. Thanks for watching and subscribing. See you again shortly.